Chapter 4. In Search of the Leopard. There was a long wait. It wasn't really long, but it seemed so, while the Graysons went to ask their mother, and also to see if Alice could come. Of course, Alice was their sister, and Joan's special chum. Then another hitch threatened. The garden gate clicked, and up the path walked Miss Sparks, as awesomely precise and sedate as ever. It was lesson time. Lessons indeed. Mother soon relieved their pent-up feelings. "Good morning, Miss Sparks. The children had a rather trying day yesterday, what with their father going." "And their uncle coming," broke in a merry voice. "I think it will be as well to give them a holiday. It's a fine day, and their uncle has very kindly offered to take them to the zoo." The words stood out in Phil's eyes, or rather his mind, in letters that topped the house. But Miss Sparks seemed quite unimpressed. To hear her speak, you would think the zoo was an ordinary place. "Oh yes, I quite understand. It will be very nice for them, I am sure. And so instructive." Uncle turned his head very quickly, but Phil was sure he saw him wink. "Perhaps Miss Sparks would care to come too," said Uncle politely. The children awaited her answer with bated breath. She was a dear and ever so good to them, but today, and the zoo? "No, thank you," she said. "It is very kind of you, but this afternoon I have an engagement and—" So that was all right, and now it only remained to get ready and be off. An hour later they had paid their entrance, or Uncle had, and were inside the magic turnstile. "Let me see," said Uncle. "It's the leopard we hunt first, isn't it?" "Yes," said Phil eagerly. But a moment afterwards he was not so sure. The leopard would be caged anyway, and would probably wait, because the notice board at the gate said his feeding time was not until 4. They could hardly be expected to go straight to him. They knew he lived in the lion house, and not look at other people on the way. People was right. They had come in by the main entrance, and at the very first cage Kitty stopped spellbound and asked, "What's that? He's like a man." "M-A-N," spelt Joan slowly from the label. "It is a man, of some sort." "Mandrill," said Phil easily. He prided himself on his reading. "It's a kind of monkey, isn't it, Uncle?" "Yes, a baboon. He comes from West Africa, and he's really rather a remarkable fellow. Though I have seen him called the most hideous of beasts. Look at his bristling beard, his white ribbed cheeks, long coat and sturdy limbs. He lives on the ground more than do most monkeys, and with that powerful jaw and strong teeth can defend himself even against lions and jackals." "Oh, look, Uncle," interrupted Phil, pointing to a small greyish bushy-tailed animal that was slowly descending the wire netting from the extreme top corner of the cage. "Hush," said Uncle. "I think we are going to see some fun." "A squirrel has got in. He must be a trespasser. There are many wild ones here, and in Regent's Park." Slowly and warily the squirrel descended the cage. The mandrill at first took no notice, but sat on his haunches, calmly licking a banana skin. Suddenly, from halfway down the cage, the squirrel jumped, landing right on the mandrill's back. With an angry snarl, the hairy creature shook the intruder off. The squirrel dashed up the netting, apparently intending to repeat the performance. The mandrill sprang at him and missed, In a flash, the squirrel had seized the banana skin and darted across the floor. The mandrill sprang again, but the squirrel ran under his body and once more dashed up the net. He did not get far, however, for a blow from a powerful forepaw brought him to the sawdust. "Oh, Uncle! He's going to kill him!" shrieked Joan. But again the squirrel dodged, and this time managed to dash under the railing and escape by means of the stone edging that ran all round the cage. "Honours even," said Uncle. "I think they both won, for the squirrel got away and our friend kept his banana skin." Apparently the mandrill did not agree. He scrambled onto the tree stump in his cage, sat down very solemnly, and regarded them with deep-set eyes. "I know," said Phil. "He means to understand that he's the king of the castle." "Very likely, anyway. We're not going to fight him. I'd rather not. But where are the others?" A door had opened, and at the magic whisper, "Monkey House," the whole party had disappeared.